6B. We are going to have a debate. This house believes that students should be allowed to bring phones at school. On my right side, we have the opposers. We have Honorable Irisa, Honorable Adam, Honorable Pearl, Honorable Clomar, and Honorable Tiana. And on my left side, we have the proposers. We have Honorable Aliana, Honorable Sandro, Honorable Gadiel, Honorable Hussein, and Honorable Sabella. And we also have two judges. We have Honorable Chris and Honorable Doreen. And we also have a timekeeper, Honorable Josh. Without wasting time, let's start. I would like to welcome Honorable Aliana to tell her views. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. My name is Aliana, and I'm here to prove you all that students should be allowed to bring phones to school. First of all, some of you may be wondering, what is a student? A student is a child, person, or a learner who gains skills and knowledge to prepare their future for the greater good. Now, what is a school? A school is a place where learners gain knowledge and skills to prepare their future. Now, some of you may be wondering, what is a phone? A phone is an electrical device that not only entertains people, but makes people's life easier in different ways. First of all, some students may not understand when teachers explain. Like, if the teacher is saying something important and they don't really get it, they can search it on Google, one of the apps on the phone, so that they can have better understanding. And lastly, some students may come from different countries, and they may come to our school, where it is in Rwanda. Us we mostly speak English and Kinyarwanda. What if they don't understand English or Kinyarwanda? So I suggest that if they had phones, they can use one of the apps like Google Translate to translate from their language to our language. Like my cousin in Holland who speaks Dutch, she came to a school in Rwanda and she didn't understand our language. But now because she has used Google Translate, now she can understand better. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Aliana. Now let's welcome Honorable Alexandra.
Thank you, Chairperson. Aliana, I would like to inform you. Honorable Aliana, I would like to inform you that if we don't understand French or Kinyarwanda, here at Mother Mary we have special Kinyarwanda and special French.
Thank you very much. Honorable Aliana, you're allowed to defend yourself.
Thank you, Chairperson. Honorable Alexandra, you never know what will happen in the future. So maybe there may be an important meeting and all the teachers have to go there. For like, if it was about school changes, then all of them would go there. And maybe and they can be busy in the meeting. So I suggest that if they had phones, they can use Google Translate for better understanding.
Now let's welcome Honorable Irisa.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Irisa and I'm from the opposite side. My team and I are here to prove that the motion was stated very wrong. Students should never and will never be allowed to be bringing phones at school. Phones are electronic devices, but electronic devices that are also portable. And students are learners. They're students of Mother Mary School, but also we can have other students like from university and others. And schools are houses, more like places where we go to get knowledge. And phones should never be allowed to be here at school, Mother Mary School or any other school, because phones cause poor academic performance. When you keep going on your phone, when your teacher is working hard to provide, to make you understand things, and you're always going on your phone, surely you're not going to understand. So we don't need phones to be coming here at Mother Mary or stepping on at Mother Mary's gates. Phones can also cause anxiety. Like all students here have social lives, and if you keep going on your phones, you're going to have cyberbullying, which is going to cause insecurities and more, because they will make the children feel insecurity about themselves. So we don't need phones to be coming here at school. We don't need phones because they're also going to cause hatred between students. We understand stage 6 can understand, but what about stage 1 students? Because stage 1 students are going to think that we are treated unfairly because you have a phone and they don't have a phone. They're going to have hatred for each other, so we don't want phones to even step in this school or any other school for the sake of their students and for the sake of children. The phones will be stuck at home where they deserve to be, and they will not enter in any school. Research has proved that phones were reported external distractor 68%, and students 21% of them being distracted by phones. Thank you very much.
That was amazing. Now let's welcome Honorable Brian.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairperson. Honorable Irisa. I have a question for you. If I'm translating what the teacher is saying, because maybe I don't understand French, does that mean I'm being distracted? Thank you.
Thank you very much for a wonderful question, and yes, I'm going to answer that. If we're here at school to learn, so I have many examples for children who came here without knowing anything, and now they can understand exactly what teacher is saying. So phones, we don't need phones to be coming at school, because we're here at school to learn. We're not here to be translating some stuff. And yes, those students learned their languages without using phones, so we don't need phones at school.
Thank you very much. Now let's welcome Honorable Sandro.
Thank you, Chairperson. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nyoita Sandro, and I am standing here proving to you that phones must be brought to school. First of all, phones help in learning and faster education. For example, when I was young, I used to I used to I used to have problems with understanding teachers, but then now I am standing here with my brain full of knowledge thanks to a phone. You may think, if I learn from a phone, why do we need a teacher? Well, a teacher informs you and helps you in misunderstanding. Maybe the teacher might explain what the Google is saying, but then Google is the one that helped me more than a teacher. Second of all, you may think games and apps can distract you with a lot of games, whatever, and videos and ads. But then some games, websites, apps also help you in learning math, English, or science, like Brain Out, Watercolor, or even more apps, spelling bees. There are more websites like Math is Fun, and even more. They are there in Play Store. Just search their name. And also, phones helped you get a good and modern life. They also help you with money providing. They teach you business and the economics that can help you to be a better businessman or a businesswoman. Thank you.
That was incredible. Thank you, Honorable Sandro. Now let's welcome Honorable Idris.
Honorable Sandro, I would like you to inform Now, I would like to inform you that Google doesn't always give you what you want.
Well, if you know that, then that's when you'll do the right thing.
Thank you very much, Honorable Pearl. Honorable Adam, you're very welcome.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm here to prove to you that phones should never ever step in this school. Let me give you an example. Phones should never ever step in this school because phones can distract us, and phones are a very big problem. Phones can cause distraction in classes. Students may be chatting to each other or commenting some pictures in Instagram. Like, as you know, like many people have phones, and that destroys the environment. Phones make people selfish and makes them spoiled. Many people are 16 and they act like they're like 1 year old. So phones should never ever step in this school. As Honorable Sanjo said, they can help. Some games can help you to improve. Research have proved that not all games help you. Only less than 17%. Less than 17% of the games help you to revise, and most of the games help only young kids. They can't help like students like us. So students in this school should never ever bring their phones to school. Like some kids in secondary, they bring their phones to school just to chat and order some things while they're at school. Well, if all schools allow their students to bring phones to school, so it will be a disaster. We don't need phones. You're now without phones, you're okay. You're not sick. So why do you need the phones? I'm asking, why do you need it? Why? It's just not necessary to bring the phones to school. We have teachers. As Sanjo said, as Honorable Sanjo said, the Google helped him to learn more than teachers. So let's say when you're in stage 1, who taught you ABC? Is it your teacher or Google? Can Google just tell you, repeat A, B, C, up to Z? You know, like kids have small brains. They repeat the same mistake every time. So, this time don't repeat the same mistake. Try to improve yourself and not bring your phones to school. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Adam. Now let's welcome Honorable Donia.
Thank you, Chairperson. I would like to ask a question to Honorable Sandro. Honorable Sandro, suppose you're a student who in a school that tolerates you to bring phones at school, and then during free time you want to use your phone for revision, and when your phone dies, when you try to ask someone a question, to lend you the phone, they refuse. How would I revise if you say that phone in Google in the phone help us more than a book? Thank you. Or a teacher.
Honorable Sandro, you're allowed.
Well, for information, there is something that we call power banks that saves power when you don't have a charger. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now let's welcome Honorable Alamba.
Sandra, I would like to inform you that not all phones have power banks. What if you have a phone that don't have a power bank? What will you do in that case?
You can buy it online. Thank you.
Honorable Gadiel, you're allowed to step on the stage.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gadiel, and I am here to prove to you that students will always be allowed to bring phones at school. First of all, allowing students to bring their cell phones at school will keep them engaged in their learning and provide them instant access to technology tools, resources, etc. Then, allowing students to use a phone will give them a chance to accelerate in their learning. Lastly, phones should be used in class because it's an exceptional tool used to study, revise, and also use it at home for revision. Why not at school? As you know, teachers use them at school to give us exercise and revision. Why not us? We can use them to get more than teachers. Thank you.
It was amazing. Now let's welcome Honorable Ganza.
Thank you, Chairperson, and I would like to ask Gadiel a question. What if, like, you are using your phone in the class and then the battery dies? What would you do in that case?
As you know, it exists power bank. If you don't know that, you can still ask a friend. If he refuses, you can ask the teacher. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ganza. Now let's welcome Honorable Pearl.
Thank you, Chairperson. First of all, I would like to inform something to Honorable Sandro. Well, you had a phone and it taught you more than Google and more than the teachers. But did you bring that phone to school? I haven't ever seen you with a phone to school, so please, I would like you to answer that after I speak. And as a matter of fact, phones are really important sources of technology, but not enough for me. You have all the time to use it at home in holidays, like we are soon having holidays, and then you have all that time to use your phone. So can you tell me why you want to bring it to school? Lastly, here at Mother Mary, we are not allowed to bring phones to school. Now, can you tell me why you want to bring one here when you're living perfectly fine, having good grades, and using your phone at home, and now you want to bring it here? Thank you.
That was very amazing. Now, let's welcome Honorable Hussein.
Thank you, Chairperson. Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that phones should be allowed in school. Phones can be used in emergencies. When your child is returning home and gets kidnapped and has the phone, the police can track him using the location on the phone. Then phones can also be used in ICT. When there is a power outage and the computers are not working, the students can use their phones as studying because there is no power and the computers won't work. Then, yes, thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Hussein. Now I welcome Honorable Jana.
Thank you, Chairperson. I would like to ask you a question, Honorable Sain. If you think that we should bring our phones at school, then why not study at home and then use them?
You're allowed.
Honorable Jana, I think you didn't see the motion well. We are talking about phones to be used in school, not at home.
Let's welcome Honorable Ganza.
Honorable Hussein, I would like to inform you that not all computers need to work with electricity. There are some computers which are portable and can store electricity inside them. Thank you.
Now let's welcome Honorable Clomar.
Thank you, Chairperson. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, opposers and proposers. I am right over here to prove to all of you why phones should never be allowed to be brought to school. First of all, teachers are working so hard to teach you and educate you. Meanwhile, you want to be using your phone, maybe scrolling on TikTok, watching videos and photos, liking them on Instagram. I don't get the reason of why you people need to bring your phone. You are getting enough education from the teacher that can make you have good grades. And then using your phone can make you have lots of studies. How? Because when you're using your phone in class, scrolling on TikTok, and then after that, the teacher is giving you notes and maybe you're gonna be focusing on the phone and you will be forgetting about taking notes in class. And then even phones, they make you lose an important information from the teacher. The teacher is explaining an important information that will be in the exam paper, and in the end you will be on your phone. Why? Because you're distracted. Then this question will come in the exam and then you won't know how to answer it. Most commonly, students can use phones to cheat. They might bring small phones, put them in their socks, in their shoes, they hide them anywhere, and then when it's the time for the exam, then they use them. But in the future, you're gonna find out that you are not gonna be a businessman or a businesswoman because you don't have any education in your mind. And then even phones, they distract so much. Teachers are working hard enough, like really hard to educate you, as I said. But then in the end, while you're in class, you said you can use Google to translate what the teacher is saying. You can simply go and ask the teacher to explain to you what for example, the word means instead of you using Google Translator. The teachers can help you. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Clomar. Now let's welcome Honorable Ethan.
Thank you, Chairperson. I would like to ask Honorable Clomar a question. I would like to inform Honorable Clomar something. Some kids don't get too much distracted with phones. Thank you.
Now let's welcome Honorable Clomar.
Well, maybe most of the children get distracted because the phone itself will start sending you notifications and encouraging you to open it and use it instead of listening to the teacher. Thank you.
Now let Honorable Jonathan, you're allowed.
I would like to ask a question to Honorable Clomar. What if the teacher doesn't know your language and And you need the Google Translate to translate it to the teacher. Thank you.
Honorable Clomar, you're allowed to defend yourself.
Well, you can simply go to the library and get a dictionary that translates from your language to the language of the teacher or all the students. Thank you.
Now let's Honorable Sabella, you're welcome to stage.
To the stage. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that we should be allowed to bring phones to school. So as we have stated so far, I just wanted to add on some few things. So I believe we should be allowed to bring phones to school. Why would you go through many different books just to find your desired information when you can just use your phone to find information by just one click? And also, as a matter of fact, it was proven by scientists in 2019 that 85% of the student population score more if they don't spend all their time revising and instead sometimes use electrical devices such as phones to play games and relax their mind, and that's when they will score more. And also, phones help us in different subjects such as digital literacy and many others. And also, I just wanted to add on, there are some apps that are educational, such as Math is Fun, Khan Academy, Quizlet, and many others that I'm not going to mention. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Sabella. Honorable Hussein, you're welcome.
Secondaries are allowed to bring phones at school. Then why are us primary not allowed?
Honorable Irisa, you're allowed.
Thank you very much. Secondaries are mature enough to be having phones at school, while primary can be easily distracted by them, and you know yourself.
Thank you, Honorable Tiana. You're very welcome.
Thank you, Chairperson. Honorable judges, timekeeper, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to prove to you that students shouldn't be allowed to bring phones to school. You may ask, why should students not be allowed to bring phones to school? In most cases, the first reason why is because students can cheat in the exams or in the exercises. They might take your phones in the exams, but not in the exercises. It's also a source of distraction because while the teacher is explaining, you might be on your phone, and when the paper is right in front of you, you do not know what to answer, and that cannot be good. In most schools, they don't have Wi-Fi for you to use the computers or phones, because there are some schools or in some countries, they are not so rich to buy computers or phones. So how can you use phones to be educated? That's why our parents pay school fees for us to come to school to study, not to come to school to just go on our phones. When you're in group discussions or when you are outside in break with your friends, you prefer to go on your phone than to go and study. That is also not good because, again, that's also a source of distraction. Thank you.
That was amazing. Now let's welcome Honorable Jana.
Thank you, Chairperson. I'd like to inform you, Honorable Tiana, that in all the schools that there are allow phones, like the class teacher has a box on the table. All the students drop their phones before starting the lessons, and they can give it to them in break or lunch or at home time.
Honorable Tiana, you're allowed.
Thank you, Chairperson. Honorable Jana, I specifically said that they might take the phones in the exams, yes, but then not take the phones in the exercises, and that can also be a source of cheating. Thank you.
Why, why can't they take their phones in when doing exercises?
Honorable Tiana, you're allowed.
They cannot take your phones in the exercises because in the exercises, of course, we do some exercises after the teacher gives you some explanation. So they do not take your phones because they believe that you cannot cheat, but it's not true. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. But Honorable Tiana, as I said, if they take their phones in the morning, then how would they be able to use them in the exercise?
If they take their phones, as these honorables said, students must use their phones to translate while they are in class, right? But then you said they must take the phones from them. If they take the phones from them, how can they translate? And as most people say, they can be distracted by phones. And they're saying they want the phones. Why not? If the secondaries have phones, why not them? Because secondaries are more mature, and secondaries are more responsible. Secondaries know more what's good for their future and what's bad for their future. They're more educated than you and me. So they know how to use their phones properly and in time without an app and without a timer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I now welcome the judges.
Hello everyone, my name is Uwintindi Chris. I'm one of the judges of this debate. I was surprised of what you did today. Actually, it was an amazing job. This debate was so interesting and fun, I swear. But now let me tell how you did. Honorable Aliana, you had confidence, you projected your voice well, and you had facts. That was good. Honorable Sandro, you had confidence, facts, and your voice was clear. That was good. Honorable Gadiel, you had confidence also. You projected your voice well, and you had good points. I liked it. Honorable Hussein, you had confidence. You had a high voice, good points. That was good. Honorable Sabella, you also had confidence, good points, and you also projected your voice well. That was good. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning everyone. As my partner said, you all did a great job. And this debate was really amazing. I really appreciated what you did. It was fantastic. It was fantastic and very, very great. Thank you everyone for what you did. I'm going to tell you what you need to improve on and what you did great. Thank you. Honorable Elisa, you are confident, you projected your voice very well. Thank you very much. Honorable Adam, you are confident and you had facts. That was very amazing. Honorable Pal, you are confident, but you need to learn how to increase your voice. Thank you. Honorable Clamara, you are confident and you had a good start with energy. That was very incredible. Honorable Tiana, you are confident, but you also need to try to increase your voice. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Stage 6B, this was an amazing debate. You guys are going to be great debaters. Till next time, we're still Stage 6. Bye.